Hello. This video today is about how when we understand thought and the mind-body connection, how it can help us to reduce feelings of anxiety, depression, and stress. And so I'm going to start off by giving you an example. So if you follow along with me, then hopefully you will understand this a little bit better. So first of all, we're going to talk about thought and how thought is created and what it is. So in your mind's eye right now, just take a pause. In your mind's eye, create an image of a pink elephant in your head. Okay, take a moment and do that. Create an image of a pink elephant in your head. Now, keep that image there while you listen to what I'm going to say. If I was talking to a room full of 10 people and asked you all to create an image of a pink elephant in your head, would you agree that each person would have a unique and individual creation of a pink elephant? It might be 3D, 2D, cartoon-like, different color pinks, different sizes, but everybody creates a different pink elephant. Right. So come back to your pink elephant. The fact that you can create a pink elephant just like that when I speak to you is the power that you have to create moment to moment to moment your experience. So I said something. I said create a pink elephant, but I didn't create it. You created it. So that's the first point. You are the creator of your experience. It's not that other things aren't happening and other things aren't being said or other things you're not coming across events and experiences and relationships and all of this, but you are the creator of your experience. You are the creator of that thought moment to moment. So let's come back to the actual pink elephant that you've created. If I ask you to get rid of that pink elephant now, get rid of the pink elephant, clear it from your mind, get rid of the pink elephant. The more I mention the pink elephant, the more that image stays in your mind. Now I get that some of you don't find it as easy to create an image, but even the thought there, the conceptual thought there of a pink elephant will be there. So the more I get you to bring your attention to the pink elephant, the more the pink elephant stays. It's kind of like when we give our attention to our thinking, we perpetuate its existence. Where we put our energy, that's what stays around. So the harder we try to get rid of something, the more we're actually reinforcing it as a thought, an energy right now in this moment. So if I go away now, and I will do, and I start talking about something different, and in a moment, the pink elephant dissolves. It will just go, completely dissolve, because the mind is a self-correcting system, and where we don't give something energy, it dissolves on its own. It comes and it goes, comes and it goes. So the pink elephant will come back when I mention it, and then we'll talk about we'll talk about going to the beach, and the pink elephant will dissolve. It will disappear. Now, there's three reasons why the pink elephant will dissolve and disappear when we stop giving it its attention. And the first of those reasons is that the pink elephant isn't personal. You're not attached to it. It doesn't mean anything about you. You're not identified with it. It's not personal. Now, if I said to you and the 10 other people, draw your pink elephant, if we were in a classroom, draw your pink elephant on the whiteboard, then what you might do is you might go into judgment or comparing your pink elephant to other people's, and is mine good enough? You might go into that. But if we're not doing that in this instance, So there's nothing personal about the pink elephant, nothing at all. So the first thing is not personal. The second thing is that you know that the pink elephant is a creation in your mind. You know that. There's no pink elephant. You know that it's individual, it's unique, it's your creation, but it's not reality. It's not real. There's no real pink elephant there moving around and you know that, right? Most of the time with thought, we don't know that it's not what it appears to be. Now, the third point is that the pink elephant comes and it goes. It's not static and it's not permanent. It will come and it will go. We give it attention, it comes. We move on to something else, it goes. We bring it back, it comes back. So the three things, just to recap, the pink elephant, which represents a physical thought, not physical, but a thought. The pink elephant, it's not personal, it's not real, and it's not static or permanent. It's moving. So the pink elephant is a metaphor for thought, and the fact that you can create the pink elephant is the fact that you can create your experience moment to moment, right? So now when we look at how the mind works, our mind is a creative machine. We are creating, thinking all the time, millions and millions of thoughts. We're only aware of 5% of our thinking. Thoughts flow like a river. They're just they come and they go, they come and they go, they come and they go. Most of them we're not even giving them any attention. But sometimes we jump on particular thoughts and we give them attention. And those thoughts can develop into what we might refer to as a mind storm or a busy mind or ruminating or getting stuck in a pattern of thinking around a certain area that we just don't seem to be able to get out of. Now, the issue, the thing here is that when we understand our thinking, a lot of things change for us. So when we get stuck, so let's say we get the thought that somebody has done something to us or that we're not enough or that or that it's kind of our nose is the wrong shape, or when we get fixated on an idea, there's the three things come into place. So if we're believing we're not enough, it's personal. You're identified with it. This is who I am. I am somebody who is not enough. It is we believe it to be true. We believe it is reality, rather than not what it appears to be. And it when you're in it, it feels permanent. If you're ever in a mind storm, it feels permanent. It doesn't feel like it's moving. It doesn't feel transient. It feels, when you're in it, it feels permanent. It's a bit like if you were on a rough sea in a storm. It's a little bit like, being in a dinghy as opposed to being in a cruise ship. A cruise ship, you feel the safety and the security of the container that you're in, and on the dinghy, you're exposed to the elements. But it's permanent, and it can feel very heavy. And so there is something here, like I want to do this video to help you explain, but I also want you to know that thought, the creative power that we have to create thought, it's very powerful. Thought is hugely powerful. And it has it's creative. It's how we create everything in life. So it is really powerful, but sometimes that power can be directed in the direction of anxiety or depression or stress within stressful stress within the body. or limits and all that kind of thing. So the next thing for you to know is that we can't change our thinking with our thinking. So generally, if we're stuck in thought, if we add more thought to that, it tends to be the same kind of thinking. So thought works in patterns and habits. And usually when we get in a mindstorm, we've been there many times before. And this is a different area to go into, but kind of the subconscious mind and how what's going on at a deeper level. But right now we're just looking at what's happening at a more functional level. So thought creates more thought of the same kind, which is which will be run in kind of patterns of thinking. So when we are trying to get ourselves out of a thought, we tend to add more of the same thought to it. So it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger, and then it becomes overwhelming, and then we can't cope, and then we think there's something wrong with us because it's personal. We think our circumstances are real rather than they're we're always wearing a filter. It's an illusion, or it feels like it's never going to end. But the evidence is there. If you look back at your past, every single bad feeling that you had ended. Every single thought started and ended. Which brings me to looking at the connection between thought and feeling. We can't have thought creates our feelings in the body. So we can't have thought without feeling. It's like two sides of this of your hand. So one side of your hand is thought, the other side is feeling. So the thought comes first, and then the feeling comes second. So, if you've ever had a thought about something that's going to happen in the future, for example, which would, if it was a negative prediction, but then it would be anxiety. But if you have a thought about something that is going to happen in the future, you'll have a feeling straight away. You'll feel that in your body. And so feeling follows thought, but the two are interconnected. You can't separate them. But what can help, because we can't fix our thinking with our thinking because we're basically adding the same thinking to it. The answer is to drop into our body and feel what we're feeling. If you feel sad, then you feel sad. That's real. But the thing that has created the sadness will be your creative experience of what's going on, your relationship to it, your understanding of it. It will be made up of perceptions, beliefs, conditioning. So we are experiencing everything in our reality, and then the thought is creating a feeling. So when we drop into our bodies, we can start to feel what we're feeling and come out of the merry-go-round of the mind that will continue to go round and round and round. And there's lots of things that we can do to help us to come more into the body. I do have, actually, if you want to message me, I can send you some recorded meditations that I sometimes give to my clients. If you give me your details, I can send you that. And I also have a little ebook which goes through 11 strategies to help you to be more in the body. So I'll put the link in the description so you can download that. But the two are very much interconnected, and learning how to be more in your body and see that mind-body connection, but come more into your body, helps you to come out of the perpetual merry-go-round. So yes. So another example that might might help you to see that mind-body connection and how powerful it is if you consider blushing. So if I say something again to you, to 10 people, and you blush, you find that you find that embarrassing in some way, and you blush, between what I said and you blushing, there's thought, right? There's thought that you have about what I said. Now, all of the 10 people will have a different experience of what I've said. So it won't be the same. It won't be the same for everybody. It's a individually created experience. But let's look at you. So you've blushed. Okay. There's a thought or a bunch of thinking that creates a feeling in the body, which is the shame, and that creates a very strong physical response in the body. So you blush, your blood capillaries fill with blood, you get hot and sweaty, you want the ground to swallow you up. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. But you know, I didn't do that. Yes, I said something, but you created your experience. And this is a really important distinction. You are always the creator of your experience, even if you don't think that you are. So, and the power of that, and blushing is a really great example for you to see this, because blushing is so physical. But often when we have a thought and a physical response in the body, we can't see the physical response because it's internal. So stress, for example, a lot of people don't realize, aren't aware that they're stressed. Until you go kind of off the scale, you're not aware that you have stress happening in the body. And stress is one of the biggest causes of chronic health conditions. But if we're operating at a high level of stress all of the time, we don't notice it. It becomes our norm. It's normal. The same with anxiety. The same with depression. Anxiety more about the future. Depression more about the past. But when we operate with these as our running patterns, we normalize it. We become identified with it. And understanding how your mind is working and how your body is working, and being able to practice, because it is a practice, to come more into your body, to understand that, to feel that, to go deeper into that. And at the moment, this video is just to point you in that direction. From here, then you can start to experience everything is it's got to be experiential. Conceptual and understanding this in your mind is not enough. You got to practice it until you see it, until you understand it, until you feel it. And then lots of things can change in your life. Lots of things can. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. And please hit like it below, and if you want to subscribe or comment would be fantastic. But if you'd like to subscribe to get more videos like this, I keep creating new ones. I've also got a blog, active on Facebook and Instagram. Put my links all below. If you want to chat with me, just ping me a message. I love conversation. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you for watching.